All right, YouTube, what is going on? It is Zaya here from Zaya&TheSteelers back with another video. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about the Steelers' first preseason game, as it did not go exactly how we all expected it. It did not go how it went last year. So if you guys are Steelers fans or you enjoy NFL content in general, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Shout out to the people who have subscribed already. And shout out to the future subscribers, man. Also, let's get a shout out to all of the people who joined my live stream, as I was live for a good portion of this game. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, so I'll be honest, this game definitely did not go the best. It had a lot of potential. So obviously we had Justin Fields out there starting, and Justin Fields, I think, played pretty good. As you can see, though, I had on the screen, I got Russell Wilson leading the team out to the game. Like, look how inspirational Russell Wilson is, man. But yeah, Justin Fields, he started the game out and he had some, decent throws. He definitely looked all right. But the story of it all had to have been those like bobbled snaps or whatever. There was like two of them, and they both resulted in fumbles. Luckily, we were able to recover both of them. But it was just like both of them were drive killers. And after that, like, we took some sacks. Something interesting too that happened a lot was, especially on like those first early drives, we were like switching out our offensive linemen a ton. You know what I mean? Like, we ran like 4 or 5 different sets of offensive linemen, like all within like the first 5 drives. So that was crazy. But the starting line, I believe it was Dan Moore. It was Dan Moore was out there, right? Dan Moore was out there and Broderick Jones was at right tackle. And then the second drive, I believe, Broderick Jones went to left tackle, and then Troy Fautanu came in on the right side. And then we got a Zach Frazier sighting. And then even we saw Mason McCormick for a little bit of the game. And so this offensive line is definitely a focus, definitely something they are trying to build up. And, I understand it because, of all of the investments we've made in the line, and it's like a very important piece to this team. We've seen last year, without an offensive line, we've seen like in years prior, like if that shit's not right, if that shit's not ready, it's really going to fuck you in the end. And so like, we're trying, man, we're trying all of the stops, we're trying all the combinations. And, for what it's worth, like, I get it, but I would just like, the starting offensive line out there with the starting quarterback of Justin Fields is that guy. Justin Fields, to me, I thought he took like a bunch of hits low key. I thought he took a bunch of late hits too at that. And so I hope that gets cleaned up a little bit. But yeah, the story would like definitely had to have been those like bobbled snaps. And then there was a throw to Van Jefferson, which I don't think I have it. I don't know if I have it up here. Okay, I got some Peyton Wilson, but I do have some stuff up here. Like, this is a play from Peyton Wilson, but there was a throw to Van Jefferson that, like, it was definitely in bounds, and Peyton Wilson just flying, man. If it was definitely in bounds, and like all Mike Tomlin had to do was challenge, and like we probably would have won the challenge, and then we didn't challenge it, and then it was third down, and I think we took a sack, and like that was it, killed the drive. And then there was like the fumbled snap, killed the drive, and so that happens. And then on defense, it wasn't the cream of the crop out there. Obviously, we had guys like Peyton Wilson out there who was flying around. Peyton Wilson, an absolute dog, by the way. Like, we'll talk about him in a second. But we had like Nick Herbig out there. We had not our starting defense, but we still had a little bit of players out there, like Joey Porter Jr. You can see him at the bottom of the screen. He was out there and he played pretty good. But like, we didn't have all of our pieces out there, and so it's really, to judge the defense, it's a little. It's a little much. It's a little OD to judge the defense on it, but I will be honest, man. Like, that touchdown was all too familiar. Those missed tackles, all too familiar, man. I really hope we get that cleaned up. But once again, it is week 1 of the preseason. You know what I'm saying? And like last year, we could not take this seriously at all. Like that's been all the talk. That's been all the the drama or whatever. It's like last year we killed in the preseason, and like we didn't really kill in the regular season, and so we can't take it too seriously, man. So I am not gonna take this too seriously. There was also some plays like some like bobbled punt, there's bobbles, man, just a lot of mistakes. But yeah, Quez Watkins dropped a punt that led to I almost called them the Falcons because of their jersey, but that led to a Texans drive, and I'm pretty sure they ended up scoring a touchdown in that same drive that we like botched the punt. So that's never good. Quez Watkins hopefully can get it together. The Brandon Ayuk news, speaking of Quez Watkins, because you can't mention Quez Watkins without Brandon Ayuk. I don't know what the hell is going on with that, man. I got egg on my face or whatever with that, but we'll see. And then there was some other play like Kyle Allen. We got to see a bunch of Kyle Allen, and although at first in the first half he didn't really look the best, he definitely was able to come back in the second half, and even able to give a big touchdown to our guy Connor Hayward. And if you guys don't know, I've been saying this for a while, man. If Connor Hayward is on the field, he is getting the fucking ball, man. Like, I don't know why they don't listen to me. I don't know why I don't know why they just allow this shit to happen. But I'm telling you, man, Connor Hayward is getting the ball every single fucking time he is on the field, and he was able to get a touchdown today. It was nice too. The touchdown, you can see fucking 4 minutes into into the third quarter, man. We waited a while. I was on stream too. We waited a while for this first touchdown, but Kyle Allen was able to deliver it. There was a missed throw in like the end zone. I don't have that play up, but like Calvin Austin was wide open over here in the end zone, and Kyle Allen, like, he just completely missed him, man. You know, like, that happened, and not the greatest. We don't, but low key, like, and I mentioned this on the stream, and not too much on Kyle Allen. I love all of the Pittsburgh Steelers, but like, I'm excited to see Justin Fields and Russell Wilson play. Like, Kyle Allen, you know, if he shows good, then that's cool and whatever. You know, maybe he can be someone we can look to, you know, if people go down. But the story, of course, has been Justin Fields and Russell Wilson. And so, you know, Kyle Allen played a lot today. Justin Fields did not play that much. Now, because, you know, Russell Wilson is hurt and Justin Fields maybe is going to be the starter. I don't know what's going on with Russ. He was in full uniform, as you guys can see in the last tweet. He was in full uniform, but he has not really played. And so, like, there's still that. And so I guess if you're scared about Russell Wilson being hurt and then Justin Fields is like your next option, you don't want to get him killed out there in the preseason. Because like I said, man, like, he was taking a lot of late hits, a lot of shit he shouldn't have been taking. And so I get, you know, not wanting to have Justin Fields out there. But I would have liked to see a little bit more of Justin Fields. And I actually don't know if John Reese Plumlee got to play outside of this guy returning kicks, man. Like, what the hell is that? This new kickoff rule is very stupid too. I mean, maybe it's going to take a second to get used to, but like, I don't know. It just seems like a very unnecessary change now that I'm thinking about it. And of course, we don't have Cordero Patterson out there. So it looked a little weird, but we do have damn near the best running back room in the NFL. Sure. We talked about a PFF tweet a while ago when they were talking about, you know, the best running back rooms in the NFL. We definitely have that, man. Cause like, whether it was Jonathan Ward, whether it was Najee, whether it was Jalen Warren, whether it was Edwards over here, like getting the touchdown, like whether it was like, we have running backs and we are going to pound the hell out of the rock this year. Like, that is for sure. That is for certain. What we need to do though, is we need to figure out the offensive line that is going to play. And then maybe the Steelers know it and they just decided to, you know, play shuffle all day with the offensive line. I'm sure they have a good idea of it all. But we are going to run the hell out of the football this season, ladies and gentlemen. Like, we are going to be a very run-dominant team, and it's just all about if Justin Fields or Russell Wilson can hit those throws, just as we expected, you know, just as we expected. But as far as that, outside of that, I don't know, like, there's not really OD to take from this. I thought the play calling Arthur Smith had was pretty good. Just once again, just a lot of mistakes bit us in the foot. Who else? I want to say Armand Watts almost got an interception. They called it back, but he definitely almost got an interception. Miles Killebrew almost got an interception as well. So, you know, we almost had some splash plays out there. But other than that, you know, just kind of it was definitely a preseason game, man. Like, that's to sum it up. It was a preseason game at the end of the day. And you know, last season we were super hype about this process. Now, you know, we'll see what happens in the regular season, man. We will definitely see what happens in the regular season before judging. But I do still feel confident in this team. Like I said, if those mistakes don't happen, I think we finish at least one or two of those drives. This game looks a little different. And, you know, maybe we fuck around and win it. But for now, we are 0-1 on the year. It happens. You know, we can't always have an undefeated preseason. We had to, you know, we're coming in the preseason champions. It's looking like our crown's going to get taken from us. But it's cool. If we can win the Super Bowl, I will gladly accept us not being the preseason Super Bowl champions this year if we can get an actual title this year. Other than that, you know, players like Beanie Bishop were out there. As I mentioned, Peyton Wilson was out there. Najee Harris had a pretty good run earlier in the day. Someone had, I can't think of I think his last name is Everett or something like that, Everett. But he had a pretty nice like pass deflection, I remember. But other than that, like I said, just a very weird day. And the Texans and C.J. Stroud, like they how much help do the Texans need, bro? Like, really, C.J. Stroud, Stephon Diggs, Tank Dell on us, really. And we don't got Watt out there. We don't got player such and such. We don't got Minka out there. We don't got Patrick Queen out there. And you guys are sending that at us. Whatever, bro. And, you know, it happens. Like, we sent out Justin Fields and George Pickens, but I thought that was a bit much too. And then same thing, Danielle Hunter playing, really, Houston, like that, unbelievable, bro. So it is what it is. I'm a bit salty. It happens. Our first post-game reaction of the year, ladies and gentlemen, though. So it was a fun time. And once again, thank you to all the people who stopped by the live. I will try to do more lives like that because I had a really good time. And I think it's a cool way to interact with you guys because we were having like some conversations in there. I now know more about some people. You know what I'm saying? They know more about me. But yeah, anyways, I think that is going to do it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications. Once again, if you guys like Steelers videos, I make Steelers videos all the time. So be sure to join me on this journey. Anyways, this has been Zaya from Zaya and the Steelers. And I will see you in the next video. Peace out.